In previous lecture, we have completed the design of lessening system. So, lessening systems are nothing but the horizontal, inclined members joining the two columns. It may be single lessening system, it may be double lessening system. And we have completed the example yesterday, this lessening system, single lessening system example. We have completed yesterday. Okay. Now we will go for the design of battering system. Design of battering system. So design of battering system. The difference between the uh, battering system and lashing system is that in battering system only horizontal cross plates are joined. So you can see here in the figure that the two main columns are there. These are two I section you can see in the figure. How I will say this is I section because the web is in between. This is the web showing dotted line. It's showing dotted line. That's why I will say that it's I section. And this is connected with the batten plate. You can see this is the batten plate first. Okay, and this is another batten plate which is showing in the red color. And now I am drawing this. So if we are joining the two columns with the batten plates only, the cross members, these battens are cross member, they are called. So if you are joining with the batten plates, this is also batten plate. Joining with the batten plate. So why the with the member, this is the main column with two I section we are joining with the batting cross plate. So this system is called as battering system. This system is called as battering system. Okay. So this system is called as battering system. So you can see here the battering system is like this. Okay. It may be clear in figure if I sport. So here the channel section, why these channels are facing each other. The flange is shown in dotted line like this. That's why we can see the two called channel section are showing here. So what is the difference between this and we will see the clauses for the design of battering system. And already we also solved the example on the lashing system. There is no much difference between the lashing and battering system. Only difference is that in case of battering system, you have to increase the cylinderness ratio by 10%. You have to increase the cylinderness ratio by 10%. Whereas in battering system, to find out the effective cylinderness ratio, we are increasing by 5%. Okay. So in battering system, you have to increase by 10%. So we'll see number by one the clauses. Clause says that at 7.1.1 that RZZ must be equal to RYY. The distance between these two plates is such that this spacing is such that the radius of gyration about major axis and minor axis. This is the radius of gyration about major axis, and this is the radius of gyration minor axis about minor axis. Okay, so radius of gyration about minor axis about major axis, they should be almost equal, such that we have to design. Okay, then number of bays means in the your battering system. If you are going for the battering system, so in battering system, if this is your length of your column, it's two. I am showing two columns. Please understand it. It is visible to you, I think so. So these two main columns are there, and then we are joining with the end batten plates. Okay. So when you are designing for the in batten place, the number of bays means this one, two, three. It should not be less than three. Okay. So what here in clause number 7.1.3 it says that number of days this number of days should not be less than three. Should not be less than three. So how many? One, two, three is required. It means that you need two n battens. So this at the top, it will be, I will say the top batten or end battens, end batten. So they are end batten. This is also end batten, end batten. The design of end batten and the intermediate batten, there is a slight difference. This is the intermediate battens, intermediate batten plate, batten plate. So what our clause says that clause 7.1.3 this is in IS code. IS code if you look at 7.1.3 the batten shall be placed opposite to each other. Batten in compression member is over. The clause I would say the clause 7.71.3. So clause 7.71.3 if I will read, the batten shall be placed opposite to each other at each end of the member and at point where the member is stayed in its length and as far as practicable be spaced and proportioned uniformly throughout. Any batten should be provided at the uniform interval. The number of battens shall be such that the member is divided into not less than three bays. So this is the clause where it says that number of batten you are providing should not be less than three days. Should not be less than 3 days. Okay. So always you should try that if you are going for the battening system, at least there should be 1 to 3 day minimum in the throughout the line. So that is your clause 7.71.3. Okay, the number of battens shall be such that the member is divided into not less than 3 days. So this is the clause number. I think so. It is visible to you. All is divided into not less than 3 days. Okay, with its actual length from center to center of end is in connection. Okay. Now the sorry clause number 7.1.4, the effective slenderness ratio uh, should be increased by 10%. Should be increased by 10%. So if you go for clause 7.71.4, the design of battening system, the effective slenderness ratio of batten column shall be taken as 1.1 times the slenderness ratio we are calculating. The maximum actual slenderness ratio of the column to account for shear deformation effect. So to account for shear deformation effect, we have to increase the slenderness ratio by 10%. 1.1 times means it says that the effective slenderness ratio that is lambda is 1.1 times of lambda. It means that 1.1 it means that you have to increase the slenderness ratio by 10% to incorporate the shear deformation effect. To incorporate the shear deformation effect. So this is clause number 7.71.4. Okay. Now the clause number 7.7.2.1 forces in batten. So as you calculate the forces in your lashing system, similarly here at 7.7.2.1, so you have 7.7.2.1, you can say that batten shall be designed to carry the bending moments and shear force arising from transverse shears. So you have to design your batten such that uh, uh, for the shear force and the moment. For the shear force and the moment. So you can see here what it says that batten shall be designed to carry the bending moments and shear forces arising from transverse shear force, that is transverse shear force. We are also taken in the that lashing system also. The transfer shear force Vt equal to 2.5% of total axial force on whole compression member at any point in the length of the member, divided equally between parallel planes of battens. Battens members carrying calculated bending moment due to eccentricity of axial loading, calculated end moments or lateral loads parallel to the plane of batten shall be designed to carry axial shear in addition to above shear. The main members shall also be checked for the same shear force and bending moment as for the battens. So whatever the axial load coming on your column, the horizontal shear force we have to take, that is V is equal to how much you have to take? V is equal to V is equal to or Vt is equal to transfer shear force is 2.5% of 2.5% of axial load. Axial load on column. And axial load of column is nothing but we are denoted by the factor dot pu. Okay, so the factor dot pu का जो है 2.5%, that is the transverse shear. Also, what it said that you have to design the batten for transverse shear. You have to design the batten for the longitudinal shear, that is Vb is equal to Vt shear force Vc upon Ns. Okay, and also you have to check for the moment, and moment is equal to Vc upon 2N at each connection. At each connection, the moment you have to check for Vc, that is shear force. C is the spacing, so V and C it will give the moment. Okay, and then we are dividing moment into number of parallel plate of the pattern. तो कितने number of parallel plate है? 2 times uh, n. Okay, so what is the number of parallel plates of pattern, and the S value we are taking over here. Okay, so this is the design for the this pattern shall be designed for this, and also we have to check the these moments on the your main members also. मेन मेंबर है जो आपके दो कॉलम है, उसको भी इसके लिए चेक करना पड़ेगा, है ना। लेसन सिस्टम में हम लोगों ने क्या किया था, सिर्फ वीटी निकाला था। वीटी से हम लोगों ने क्या निकाला था, जो कॉम्प्रेसिव फोर्स एक्ट हो रहा है वो निकाला था। ओके, so that's why we are designed for that compressive work, and we are considering that the lashing system they are acting as a small column, and we are designed and check for the column for the lashing system. Okay, so उधर हम लोग ने PD निकाला था। Here we are also do the same, but additionally you have to find out the longitudinal shear and the moment due to the battens. Okay, due to the load. Okay, the axial load. Now the clause for batten 7.7.2.3, the batten thickness of batten. How to decide the thickness of batten? Thickness of batten means this you are designing the batten at the end. This is the thickness of batten. Thickness of batten you have to find out. Okay, and this is the length of pattern, and length of pattern you can easily find out after you get the spacing. Okay, so this is the thickness of pattern. The thickness of pattern should not be less than what it says the clause 1/50th of the S of AI. S is equal to AI, that is distance between the intermost connecting lines of rivets or bolts or welds or main member. It means that S is what, or AI is, if this is your battening system, this is the battening system, So these are the value of S. It is nothing but the intermediate. Uh, this is intermittent uh, bolt. The distance between the inner bolt is nothing but S. So to take that, and you have to you have to consider the S product, and 150 of that you can put the thickness of your pattern. So this is the width of pattern. Sorry. Sorry. Sorry, the pen is called. So this is the thickness of batten, and this is thickness means if you see the batten like this, so this is the width, this one is the length of batten, and this is nothing but your thickness of batten. So this thickness of batten we are denoted by small t, and this t should not be less than so it should not be less than 150 150th of your S. And S is nothing but the distance between the innermost rivet line or the bolt line perpendicular to the main member, perpendicular to the main member. Now the batten depth. So this is batten depth. Sorry, uh, this one is the batten depth. So this one, your the width is called as batten depth. The width is called as batten depth region. Okay. So what is the batten depth? The small d is the depth of batten. The effective depth of batten shall be taken as distance between end rivets or end wells. So effective depth of batten is taken as distance uh, between uh, end rivets or end wheel. Okay, so D should be taken as distance between the end rivets and end wheels. Okay, whatever. Then end rivet आप बोलिए या end bolt आप बोलिए, that distance between the end bolts they are nothing but taken as the width of pattern. So distance between the end rivets means this distance between the end rivets or bolt is it is called as similar to that you take the depth of your batten. So depth of batten should be greater than 0.75 times of A for intermediate batten, A for N batten. So here you can see the width of N batten should be larger than the intermediate batten. एन बैटन किसको बोलते हैं मैंने पहले बताया आपको, ये जो एंड में बैटन्स है, दिस वन दिस बैटन आई विल राइट डाउन दिस वन इज द एन बैटन, दिस वन इज द एन बैटन. ओके, so I will write down n batten EB, and these two are in between because the battens are end, and in intermediate battens in between this the column from end to end battens are there, and they are called as intermediate battens. The depth of the intermediate batten D should be greater than 0.75 times of A, and D is greater than A for the end battens. D should be greater than 2B for any battens. So D should be greater than 2B for any batten. तो यहाँ पर ये 3 चेक आपको दिया है बैटन का डेप्थ मालूम करने के लिए, चेक करने के लिए. तो A सेंट्रोइडल डिस्टेंस बिटवीन द मेंबर, A इज द सेंट्रोइडल डिस्टेंस बिटवीन द मेंबर. A क्या है यहाँ पर? A इज द सेंट्रोइडल डिस्टेंस बिटवीन द मेंबर. तो ये हमारे दो मेंबर हैं, इनके सेंटर से सेंटर जो डिस्टेंस है उसको क्या बोलते हैं हम लोग? A बोलते हैं. तो स्पेसिंग ऑफ बैटन is nothing but it is डिनोटेड बाय सी। तो आपने पहले ही हमारे फिगर में यहाँ पर देखिए सेंटर टू सेंटर डिस्टेंस बिटवीन दिस पैटर्न इज कॉल्ड एज स्पेसिंग एंड दे आर डिनोटेड बाय द सी। ओके, now C divided by R minimum should be less than 50 or 0.7 uh, of lambda. This 0.7 times lambda of main members. This 0.7 times lambda of member as a whole, main member as a whole. Okay, so these are the clauses for design of battling system. We'll go through roughly the steps for design of baton system. The step we have design of the lasering system where we have checked and we have done the spacing in lecture number 28. So the that is same, that is same for this also. Okay, so this lashing system we have designed, we have checked for the column step. So up to this step, where we check the column step strength, this column strength, and the spacing we find out. Up to this step, the battening system design is also same. What is different? डिजाइन ऑफ पैटर्न्स है ना। लैसिंग सिस्टम में आपने यहाँ तक जो डिजाइन किया लैसिंग सिस्टम में वो आपका सेम रहेगा जैसे कि आपका पैटर्न सिस्टम में है ना, कि आपका लोड दिया है, लोड के बाद आपने मालूम किया, आपने अज्यूम किया एफसीडी अज्यूम किया, लोड इज गिवन, पहला स्टेप में एफसीडी अज्यूम किया आपने। दूसरे स्टेप में आपने क्या किया, एरिया रिक्वायर्ड मालूम किया। तीसरे स्टेप में आपने सेक्शन सिलेक्ट किया बेस्ड ऑन द एरिया रिक्वायर्ड, सेक्शन सिलेक्शन आपने किया। फिर वो सेक्शन जो सिलेक्ट किया उससे आपने अपने इफेक्टिव लेंथ निकाला। फिर इफेक्टिव लेंथ निकालने के बाद आपने रेडियस ऑफ गायरेशन मिनिमम निकाला। यहाँ पर रेडियस ऑफ गायरेशन मिनिमम जो रहेगा यू आर टेकिंग इक्वल टू RZZ, बिकॉज इतनी दूर हम रखने वाले हैं कि RZZ शुड बी इक्वल टू RYY, है ना। तो यहाँ पर मिनिमम RZZ हम पकड़ेंगे। देन वी फाइंड आउट लैम्बडा मालूम करने के बाद वी फाइंड आउट लैम्बडा ई इज 1.055% ऑफ मोर देन द लैम्बडा फॉर लैसिंग सिस्टम, है ना। और फॉर बैटनिंग सिस्टम यहाँ पर क्या चेंज हो जाएगा, इट इज 1.1 ऑफ द लैम्बडा फॉर बैटनिंग सिस्टम। ये सिर्फ यहाँ पर डिफरेंस हो जाएगा और इससे हमको मालूम हो जाएगा एफसीडी। और उसके बाद हम सेक्शन क्लासिफिकेशन करेंगे। सेक्शन क्लासिफिकेशन, और अगर आपका सेक्शन जो है, सेक्शन अगर आपका प्लास्टिक कॉम्पैक्ट अगर आता है तो इट मीन्स दैट योर AE इज इक्वल टू AG एंड देन यू हैव टू फाइंड आउट द मेंबर स्ट्रेंथ PD is equal to AE into C. To find out member strength AE into C. Okay, and this PD should be greater than whatever factor load coming from your member. तो अगर ये ग्रेटर है तो यू कैन से दैट योर डिजाइन इज ओके। तो यहाँ तक आपका जो कैलकुलेशन है बैटनिंग सिस्टम में भी सेम रहेगा। अब इसके बाद हम लोग ने लैसिंग सिस्टम डिजाइन किया था यहाँ पर, और अब बैटनिंग सिस्टम में आपको क्या डिजाइन करना पड़ेगा, बैटनिंग सिस्टम डिजाइन करना पड़ेगा। तो बैटनिंग सिस्टम डिजाइन करने के लिए क्या स्टेप है, ये स्टेप यहाँ पर मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ। ओके ओके, एंड दिस इज इसका जो एग्जांपल रहेगा बैटनिंग सिस्टम का एग्जांपल आपको खुद करना है, एंड दैट विल बी असाइनमेंट फॉर यू, स्टेप फॉर डिजाइन ऑफ बैटनिंग सिस्टम। तो यहाँ पर ये जो स्टेप मैंने बताया आपको, यहाँ तक स्टेप आपकी सेम रहेगी, इवन दो स्पेसिंग जो आप मालूम करेंगे, स्पेसिंग दैट इज एस, दैट इज बिटवीन द टू मेन मेंबर्स, ये दो मेन मेंबर के बीच में जो स्पेसिंग एस है, ये मालूम करेंगे बाई इक्वेटिंग आई जेड इज इक्वल टू आई वाई वाई। आई वाई वाई के लिए आपको पैरेलल एक्सिस थ्योरम यूज करना पड़ेगा। ओके, तो इससे आपको एस की वैल्यू मालूम पड़ेगी, जैसे कि हम लोग ने यहाँ पर लेसिंग सिस्टम में मालूम किया था, सिमिलर वे में, है ना। वाई वाई मालूम है, एस बाय टू ये मालूम है, आई जेड जेड आपको मालूम है ऑलरेडी, तो वी इक्वेटिंग आई जेड जेड इज इक्वल टू आई वाई वाई, तो आपको एच मालूम पड़ेगा, एच विल कम इन टर्म्स ऑफ एम, then h is equal to s by 2 plus cyy you know, put the value of cyy and then multiply by 2, you will get the spacing, and similar way you have to find out the spacing in the backing system also. So up to this steps, step number 10, it is common for lacing system and backing system. So till step number 10, till step 10, the design is common. The design is common for lacing and battening system. Except to find lambda e is equal to 1.1 times lambda for battening system. तो लैसिंग सिस्टम के लिए हम लोग 1.05 लिए थे, बैटरिंग सिस्टम में यहाँ पर लैम्बडा ई की वैल्यू सिर्फ चेंज हो जाएगी, इट विल बी 1.1 टाइम्स ऑफ लैम्बडा। ओके, अदरवाइज ऑल द स्टेप विल बी सेम एज इन लैसिंग सिस्टम। अब यहाँ पर मैं देखता हूँ कि अब स्टेप फॉर डिजाइन ऑफ बैटरिंग सिस्टम 1 by 1 हम, वहाँ पर हम लोग ने मालूम किया था बेटी द ट्रांसफर शेयर, your transfer shear is always same as in case of battening system. Transfer shear is 2.5% of axial load, 2.5% of PU. If you write in calculation, so 2.5 times 100 into PU will get the VT. Okay, calculate the longitudinal shear along the column axis. Now, along the column axis, you have to find out the longitudinal shear, and that you denote it by VL, or VL is equal to the shear into the spacing divided by N into S. It gives you the VL, longitudinal shear. Okay, calculate the moment at each connection. The moment you will calculate by using this formula. You know the V, you know the C, you know the value of N. Put the value, you will find out the moment at the each connection. And for these three, this transfer shear, longitudinal shear, and this moment, you have to design the battening system. Here, it should be remembered that lambda E is 1.1 times of lambda, as we have calculated this step first. Now, for given shape, find out the gauge distance G on each side of, find the distance between the board of the center of the board. So that is the gauge system. Calculate the spacing of the batten plate. Spacing of the batten plate you have to calculate from the following criteria. She by R minimum less than 50. Minimum 3 number of battens should be provided. ये हम लोगों ने already ऊपर discuss किया. Okay. Now you have to decide the depth of batten, and depth of batten is such that your depth of batten should be such that D is equal to, S is the spacing we find out earlier in step number 10 into CYY is given, it is from eyes 808 or steel table. You can find out from minus 808 or steel table. Okay, and D should be greater than 2 times of B. B is the width of member in the plane of pattern. ना width of member in the plane of pattern means ये हमारे दो member है ना, इनकी जो width है, इसको हम क्या बोलते हैं, B बोलते हैं. ओके, तो ये जो भी width है आपकी मेन member की, इसके 2 टाइम्स से डेप्थ ज्यादा होना चाहिए. ये एक चेक. Then overall depth is equal to D plus 2E. E is the edge distance. E is the edge distance, and it is 1.7 times of D0 in case of hand plane cut. Okay, it is already all this we have learned earlier. Length of batter is equal to S plus 2B. The thickness of batter is A upon 50, and you have to check for that. This is already the clause you have seen. Okay. Then size of intermediate pattern effective depth is 0.75 times लेना है intermediate pattern के लिए. End pattern के लिए D is equal to the same distance. S plus 2 CYY. Here you have to take only 75% of the end pattern. Okay. But here also your D should be greater than. Here also the D should be greater than 2 times of D. 2 times of. Okay, design the end connection. After design of the pattern का size आपको मालूम हो गया, means pattern का design हो गया. Then you have to design end connection of pattern system to resist the longitudinal shear BL. Okay, so this is the clauses for design of backing system. अब हम next class में we will solve this example. This example is assignment for you. So to solve at your home, I will share this here. Assignment number 2. So to design pattern place using bolted connection. Using bolted connection. This is you have to design. And today is date of 18 September 2021, lecture number 30. Okay, so this unit number 2 will finish here. You have to go step by step design as you have done earlier. Area required. And lambda E here in battening system is 10% more, in lashing system is 5% more only. Then find out this, and A into FCD, this is less than, you have to reselect the section, go for another section, then find out the lambda FCD and check the extent is okay, and go for the spacing, find out the spacing. I will step number 10. Spacing आपकी मालूम हो गई. Now you can know the spacing. You can know this 0.7 of lambda. You can find out this CRYY. So C you can easily find out. Hence, provide the pattern and spacing of provide the pattern you see. Then size of one pattern you have to find out as per the step we have done. And effective depth of pattern you can find out S plus CYY, it is coming 260, it is greater than 2 times of P for check, and then decide the thickness of pattern plate. The thickness is, we have decided 8 mm here. Similarly, we have to design for the end pattern, and then design of forces, longitudinal shear, how to find out. So C you know, B you know, C you know, N you know, number of balance plane 2 patterns are there, so 2, and put the value. S is the minimum transfer distance between the centroid of the bolt or weld, 220 plus 2 into B by 2. So take this, and then moment VC upon 12, you get the moment, and for this longitudinal shear moment, you have to check for end pattern as well as check for intermediate pattern. If this stresses in the end pattern and intermediate pattern is less than what is stresses coming on the due to design strength, bending strength, and if it is okay within the permissible limit, because generally you are taking the FOI, you are taking 250, okay, and you know that uh, we are taking the FCD should not be less than this 227 MPa. You check for that. If your stress is in this permissible stress, okay, so in yielding, then you can go. Because FCD should not be FCD, the minimum stress FCD is 250 upon what is the our partial safety factor for yielding is 1.1. So इससे कम तो नहीं 227 is the so hence with this value bending stress in the intermediate uh, pattern and end pattern is less than 227, it means that your selected section is okay. Then you have to design for connection, that is FCD, FUB, you have to find out, sorry, you have to find out VDSB, you have to find out VDPB, and VDSB minimum, VDSB and VDPB is nothing but volt value, and you have to find out the number of volt, and let us provide volt, uh, four number of volt, take upon the shear strength to the bending moment, and check for combined action of the dead, and if it is within the permissible limit, then you can go for and provide the and then at the end you have to do this, you have to make this uh, drawing on the time. Okay, so here the patterns are the members or the main members are back to back of the channel section. We are provided here. We are provided back to back of channel section. So you can go for eye section or face to face of channel section, any one side, and then the backing plate will provide like this. Okay, so you have to draw this is the backing plate, okay, and this is the distance. This distance is from that is CYY, but what we are taking the CG 100 by 2, you have taken the B by 2 is nothing but B by 2, you have taken CYY. It is nothing but S plus 50 plus 50 is nothing but S plus B. Okay, so likewise you have complete the design for the battering system. This example I will share with you, and you have to do your homework. And today our unit number 2 is completed here, and uh, here three steps are more than the latching system. So that is no problem. Uh, any type of example uh, will come and you are able to solve now in the compression member. It may be the compression member of single wall steel section. It may be the compression member of built up section. You can easily find out because all these things are related with the buckling class, the FY, yield stress, FU ultimate stress, and also it is depend on the load, whatever coming on your member, and based on that you have to cleverly select the member size. If trial one fails, whatever you are selected, then take another trial with higher section, higher area, and check for its PD. If it is okay, then go for design of pattern. plate, it asks for battening system, go for design of lacing plates, flats if it is asked for the lacing system. This is so what about the your unit number two, whatever we have to complete, we have completed today. So this is design of compression member and column for unit number two is over. Now from unit number three, we will go for unit number three, eccentric loaded column. If eccentric loading is there on the column, and we will go for design of column basis in the unit number third. So very important unit number third because in NSEM examination around around 10 marks example is asked for design of eccentrically loaded column. Just you have to check for member strength only for the design of eccentric loaded column and then design of column basis. It may be slab base, it may be decided base, or it may be moment resistance base or axial load and axial bending. So you have to go for design of this in unit number three. So unit number three we will cover fastly before your exam examination. So I will request all the students they should join the lecture regularly. This assignment number two you have to complete, and I will share this on your group also. So this assignment number two complete battery system. Assignment number two you have to complete. I am sharing just now in your classroom group. So you have to go for that. But you will take the PU, that is to take the PU 1200 kilonewton, that is uh, 1200 kilonewton in place of this. So for assignment number two, the PU will be not donut, the PU will be 1200 kilonewton. So to do the all calculation design for patterns. Okay, so we will stop here and from next class we will continue for our unit number three for design of eccentrically loaded column, and it is very interesting for design of eccentrically loaded column. Go for that, and then uh, you have to you have to go for design of slab based column basis, slab based or gusseted based or moment system based in uh, unit number three. So if you have any doubt or any question, you may ask with me. Already assignment I have shared on your group also, and also I will share that assignment on your Google Classroom. If you have any doubt, you can ask with me. कोई डाउट हो तो आप पूछ सकते हैं, अदरवाइज वी विल स्टॉप हियर। Join the